Welcome, good to see you all here. We meet in a very serious security situation here in Alta and in the high north. In times like this, it's good to have friends, allies, partner, and we certainly have that in Germany. It's very good to be here with you, Boris, my dear friend and colleague, and us being able to visit this exercise together. We have had a good program so far. We met yesterday in Kirkenes and got a good overview, briefings about the situation in the high north, and we have been looking forward to visit the exercise here today. And I have to start with expressing my gratitude for the close cooperation we have between Norway and Germany, and it's developing more and more into a strategic partnership. I am very grateful for the German leadership in the German-Dutch Corps, in the VJTF, the response forces in NATO, and with our cooperation in Lithuania as well, in the enhanced forward presence. And we also see that we have a more and more close cooperation when it comes to materials, to procurement together, not at least when it comes to our common project for submarines, for missiles. I think this is really an example of how allies can cooperate in developing the capabilities we need for the future. And also we are buying German armored tanks. Really look forward to receiving them as well in a couple of years. And now we are here at this exercise. NATO is developing as well with new regional plans, command structure, force structure, and so on. For Norway, we of course need a strong military, strong armed forces for ourselves. That's important, and the government, Norwegian government, is working on a long-term defense plan we are going to put forward in a short period of time, and we have to do more. We have to increase our defense spending and build up our armed forces. But in addition to this, we also need a strong alliance and a strong bilateral partnership with close allies. And then of course it's important that we train and have exercises together. And this Nordic response exercise is an excellent example of this. We need to show deterrence. We need to show that we stand together, that we are capable to defend ourselves, and that we are strong together. This is important for Norway, of course, but now we finally also get all the Nordic countries together within NATO. This is a huge change for us, and it will strengthen NATO. And this exercise, this Nordic response, goes right into this. How do we reinforce not just Norway, but also Sweden and Finland? And I am very glad that this exercise is actually tailored so we can learn, so we can try how we do this in real life. So I think this is a good thing, and we have already have some good briefings here, and I think we can say that we are impressed of what we are seeing here, and I'm very grateful for the Gebirgsjäger and other capabilities that German is contributing to this exercise. And finally, let me also say that in our discussions and in these serious times, we always discuss Ukraine, our ongoing support for Ukraine. This is very important, and we will continue to do this. We are looking into how we can do even more, how we can help in the best way, and I was happy to sign this letter of intent with Boris here this morning, where we says that Norway will contribute to this air defense coalition supporting Ukraine. So I just want to reiterate, thank you so much, Boris, for the close cooperation we have, and I look forward to develop this even further going forward.
Thank you very much, dear Bjørn. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. First and above all, I'm really happy to be here. It's the second day we spent already together with my friend Bjørn and my colleague Bjørn. It's my first time in Norway, and it's my first time taking part in an exercise like that. That's not a wonder, not a miracle, because it's the biggest and most important exercise we do in NATO for at least 40 years. This is very important, and exercising means a lot and means even more in times like this. The situation of being threatened in Europe is new again, and we have to face it together as a strong alliance, and this is what we are doing here, and part of it is, of course, this exercise, Nordic response, which is highly impressive to me. I met German soldiers, I met Norwegian soldiers. I was shown what is going on here during the next weeks, and I'm really, really impressed. It is not as cold as I'm expected, and our Norwegian friend said, okay, it's almost spring. I would not share this perspective, but still it's not really as cold as I expected. And we are talking about a real huge area here in Finnmark with over more than 48,000 square kilometers. And what a scenario this is, not least for our German forces, in particular for the mountain troopers, but also for the Sea Battalion, the Air Force, the military police and the medical service. They are exercising here with fellow soldiers from various nations, altogether approximately 20,000 in total, coming from countries such as Norway, Sweden, Finland, United States, Britain, France and others, to train and for battle, to train for battle under the most extreme climatic and meteorological conditions in an almost uninhabited area. And this entails major challenges, among other things, in the area of logistics. For instance, everything that is needed to participate in this exercise had to be transported here in the first place. And so for us, the exercise started as early as in January already, when we started our deployment from Germany to North Norway by sea, air and rail. This in itself has allowed us to gain a great deal of experience, and I was just told by our officers from the Norwegian side and the German side, this is really crucial to stick together, to exercise together, to train together and to know each other. This is a very good example, for example, when it comes to our generals of the brigades, the German one and the Norwegian one. They know each other already for several years because they started together as the commanders of a battalion. So they know each other, they are in close contact, they are very quick, able and willing to work together. I don't want to bore you with many numbers and facts, but what I would like to emphasize is that this exercise sends a very clear message of unity and of our commitment to peace and security in Europe. Within NATO, we, Norway and Germany, are demonstrating our readiness to defend every inch of our alliance's territory. This is how credible defense works. And I'm very grateful, dear Bjørn, that we can work such close together. Our troops, our officers, our enablers, they are very close to each other and work in a really tremendous way together. The meaning of being able to deter and defend, this is further illustrated by Norway's and Germany's actions to support Ukraine, as you mentioned a couple of minutes ago, in its defense against Russia's brutal war of aggression. And I'm delighted that Norway joined the Capability Coalition for Integrated Air and Missile Defense, and without a doubt this is a massive contribution to our joint efforts to support Ukraine in its important defense battles against Russia's aggressions. Thank you also for posting personnel to Germany for training Ukrainian soldiers, which is even more important than ever before to continue that. The war against Ukraine, the hybrid attacks as well as the far rhetoric of the Kremlin, all this is clear testimony to the threat that Russia poses to the free world. We are able to defend ourselves, and we will defend ourselves if it is necessary. Our high-level exercises are but one way of showing our resilience. The talks I had with German soldiers have confirmed to me how highly motivated they are. They are very focused and take their mission very seriously, and they confirmed once more that are equipped in the most possible way. Moreover, they have reported back to me that they have met with overwhelming and warm hospitality. Bjørn, for that, thank you very much. I owe you my special gratitude for that. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we will now open for some questions.
Last note for German news agency, DPR. Minister Grams, what can allies do to further strengthen deterrence and defense in the north? What do we expect from Germany? And Herr Pistorius, Sie haben gestern ein verstärktes Engagement angesprochen. Welche Form kann das in Norwegen haben? Woran denken Sie dabei? Gilt das auch für die neuen NATO-Partner Finnland und Schweden?
Well, if I start then, Germany is already doing a lot. Last year I was on the German frigate Mecklenburg-Vorpommern for a large shooting exercise outside Andøya together with the Norwegian forces, and the Gebirgsjäger is here regularly. We try to facilitate even more for the different German military capabilities to be here, to exercise, to train, so really get to know our geography, topography, our climate, and so on. But also so we can integrate, so we really can operate together. And I think we have heard so much about this on this exercise, what we already are doing together. So let's build on that. Let's take that even further. And also when we are cooperating so close on the materials, for instance, the submarines, this will not be just a common procurement. It will lay a foundation for us operating more together and cooperating even closer. So I think we have a lot to build on, and we'll take it from there.
Ich will da direkt anschließen. Zum einen ist es natürlich der Bereich der Rüstungskooperation, den wir ausbauen können und wollen. Das betrifft möglicherweise weitere Bestellungen von U-Booten. Das betrifft die Frage, können wir mit anderen Partnern zusammen an der Fregatte 127 arbeiten. Das alles in dem Geiste, dass es nicht nur um gemeinsame Beschaffung geht, wie Bjørn es gerade gesagt hat, sondern dass es vor allen Dingen darum geht, gemeinsam zu beschaffen, um gemeinsam üben und eben notfalls auch kämpfen zu können. Interoperabilität ist ein entscheidendes Stichwort dabei, die Frage der Austauschbarkeit der Teams, aber eben auch das gemeinsame Üben an dem gleichen Gerät ist von zentraler Bedeutung. Und gerade wenn wir auf den Nordatlantik schauen, wird das deutlich. Wir haben den P8 Poseidon, wir haben demnächst die U-Boote, die Fregatte würde sich eingliedern. Das alles aus einer Hand in einer Domain wäre ein Riesenschritt nach vorne. Und daran wollen wir gemeinsam weiter gemeinsam dran arbeiten. Aber was die Präsenz angeht, Sie können ja eigentlich Norwegen, Schweden und Finnland in der jetzigen Konstellation, alle drei NATO-Partner, kaum voneinander getrennt betrachten. Das sehen wir übrigens auch eindrucksvoll an der Struktur dieser Übung, in der das alles mit einbezogen ist und geradezu darauf basiert, dass man miteinander kooperiert. Und ja, wir wollen hier im hohen Norden, in der High North, einfach noch präsenter sein. Das heißt nicht permanente Stationierung, das machen wir nur in Litauen. Aber es geht um Präsenz bei Übungen, es geht um gezielte Zusammenarbeit auf allen Ebenen der militärischen Zusammenarbeit, auch der logistischen Zusammenarbeit. All das ist ein großes Arbeitsfeld für die nächsten Jahre und verdient unsere Aufmerksamkeit.
Si something in Norwegian. Til dere norske medier så det mulig å få intervjue statsråden på norsk etterpå. Det sånn at dere også klar over det. Okay, we will go further. Bill?
2% of BMVg the lower limit for defense spending. Why don't we say let's tackle 5% or so? That would make it clear.
2% sind nicht genug. Das hängt im Übrigen aber immer maßgeblich von der Höhe des Bruttoinlandsproduktes ab. Dazu könnte Bjørn noch was sagen. Aber in der Tat, ob 5% jetzt die Bevölkerung beruhigen würden, das hinge ja entscheidend davon ab, woher das Geld käme. Also ist das ja genau die Frage, über die wir jetzt politisch in Deutschland diskutieren müssen. Dass 2% der Ausgangspunkt sind, darüber sind sich alle einig. Andere Länder haben das noch gar nicht erreicht, aus unterschiedlichen Gründen. Bjørn zum Beispiel hat das Luxusproblem, dass er die 2% nicht ganz erreicht schlecht, aber nicht, weil er zu wenig täte, sondern weil das Bruttoinlandsprodukt aufgrund der Energiemarktsituation einfach so hoch ist, dass man gar nicht schnell genug hinterherkommt. Daran sehen Sie eben auch, wie schwach das Argument sein kann. Deswegen sage ich, die 2% sind für uns im Augenblick das Level, auf dem wir uns bewegen müssen. Tendenz steigen, das ist völlig klar, auch einfach um Rüstungsbeschaffung linear weiter fortführen zu können. Und alles andere, was die nächsten Haushaltsjahre betrifft, werden wir jetzt diskutieren und bald entscheiden müssen. I guess, yes.
Thank you. The Prime Minister of Norway has promised that Norway will undertake the largest defense investment in Norway since World War II. Will the Chief of Defense professional military advice that additional 8 billion Norwegian crowns annually be fulfilled?
The Prime Minister is absolutely right. We have to do a lot more. We have to strengthen our armed forces. We have been doing a lot already. We have to do even more. The price of the insurance is now rising rapidly, and we have to spend more of our resources on defense and security. There's no question about that. I will not go into the details of the long-term plan now. We hope to put it forward in a relatively short amount of time, but we will increase our defense spending significantly, and we have to do this already next year.
Ich freue mich ehrlich riesig über Ihr großes Interesse an diesem Thema, aber Sie können sich denken, dass es seit gestern keine neuen Erkenntnisse gibt. Ich bin hier und spreche mit Wehrpflichtigen, spreche mit den Offizieren, spreche mit denjenigen, die die Verfahren organisieren. Ich begrüße den Vorschlag von Eva Högel ausdrücklich, weil er in die richtige Richtung geht. Wir brauchen etwas in dieser Richtung und darüber muss die gesellschaftliche Debatte jetzt geführt werden. Aber das machen wir zu Hause.
Seit 24. Februar 2022 liefert die Bundesrepublik Deutschland immer kompliziertere, größere Waffensysteme an die Ukraine, was man sich kurz davor kaum vorstellen konnte. Es gibt Waffensysteme, die eben auf die Anwesenheit von kompetenten Personal vor Ort. Gibt es für den Bundeskanzler und gibt es für Sie eine klare Linie, wo man sagt, so weit, aber den Schritt dürfen wir.
Darf ich fragen, für wen Sie, für welches Medium?
Ich bin von der Lokalzeitung Alta.
Ah, okay. Also es ist völlig eindeutig und das gilt nicht nur für Deutschland, das gilt, soweit ich weiß, für alle NATO-Partner, für alle Länder, die die Ukraine unterstützen. Es gibt eine einzige rote Linie und das ist jeder Schritt muss vermieden werden, der uns zur Kriegspartei macht.
Convince you that these things are now being taken under control? And Minister Pistorius, what concrete steps are you implementing to make sure that these user mistakes are not going to happen in the future?
Well, I can say the minister did not have to convince me about that Germany is a reliable ally. I know this, and we have so good discussion these 2 days, and every time we meet. And as I said in my statement, our cooperation is developing in a very good way. We are developing our partnership from day to day, really. So, and I don't have any other comments on that. This is good handled from my German colleague. I don't have anything other to say.
Nor do I, because I already emphasized everything which is to say for that, because it was an individual mistake, and we do now everything to clarify what is the duty of everybody who is going in sensitive or not sensitive communications. The rules are quite clear, everybody knows them, so we are going ahead, and therefore I'm here to make my work together with Bjørn and to get some impressions by this exercise. This is what I'm busy with now, and when I go back, I wait for the next results, and then we make the new decisions. The next decision.
And I have more questions from my paper. So thank you, ministers. And the German minister is traveling further.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.